We tested 4L60E, 4L80E, and 6L80 transmissions at 200,000 miles. One had a shudder pattern eating the torque converter, another looked factory fresh on the bench. The margin was not narrow. We started with the 6L80. This is the 6-speed automatic GM built for the 1500 series GMC trucks from 2006 onward. Aluminum case. Internal valve body with integrated control module. What GM calls the TEHCM, the transmission electro-hydraulic control module. Lock-up torque converter with a proprietary clutch strategy. Input torque rated at 440 pound-feet. The same rating as the 4L80E it was designed to eventually replace. On paper, the 6L80 looked like a step forward over the 4L60E with extra gears and modern controls. On the teardown bench, the modern controls were the problem. We pulled the pan first. Friction material in the fluid, more than we wanted to see. Not catastrophic, but elevated compared to the 4-speed samples we had sitting next to it on the bench. The fluid analysis came back the same way. Elevated friction particles, elevated copper from bushing wear. The data was telling us this transmission was tired before we cracked it open. Then, we pulled the torque converter. The lock-up clutch surface was glazed, visibly glazed, with the heat discoloration pattern that defines an TCC shudder. This is the failure mode GM has acknowledged in multiple technical service bulletins covering hundreds of thousands of 6L80 equipped trucks. The torque converter clutch engages and disengages in a high-frequency vibration pattern that the driver feels as a low RPM shudder, usually between 35 and 50 miles per hour under light throttle. Every time it shudders, it grinds the friction material on the clutch surface against the steel mating surface. Over time, the clutch glazes, the friction coefficient drops, and the shudder gets worse. By 200,000 miles on this transmission, the clutch was past the point where a fluid flush would help. The damage was mechanical and permanent. Then, we cracked the valve body. The accumulator pistons showed scoring. The manual valve had wear marks where it traveled in the bore. These are not catastrophic failures yet, but they are the early signatures of valve body wear that ultimately ends 6L80 transmissions. When the valve body wears, fluid pressure regulation goes out of spec. Shifts get harsh, then slip, then refuse to engage at all. The wave plate in the 3/5 reverse clutch showed cracking. This is a documented 6L80 failure mode, well known on transmission shop benches, covered in technical service bulletins, and one of the most expensive things to fix when it lets go. Internal harness chafing at 2 connection points. This is a manufacturing level issue. The harness is rooted against case surfaces that vibrate at frequencies the harness insulation was not designed to handle for 200,000 miles. When that insulation wears through, the transmission throws electrical codes and starts going into limp mode. The TEHCM itself showed early signs of degradation. The control module sits inside the transmission, submerged in fluid, exposed to operating temperatures that routinely exceed 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Electronic components rated for automotive environments are tested to standards that assume external mounting and ambient cooling. The TEHCM is mounted internally and bathed in heat for its entire service life. By 200,000 miles, the solder joints on the circuit board start showing micro cracks, the solenoid pack starts drifting out of calibration, and the unit begins generating intermittent shift quality complaints that no fluid change will resolve. Pump bushing wear, measured outside factory clearance. The pump is what generates the hydraulic pressure that operates the entire transmission. When the pump bushing wears, pressure drops, and every other component starts working harder to compensate. Verdict on the 6L80 at 200,000 miles. The transmission is past its design life. Average documented life on this platform runs 100,000 to 180,000 miles before significant problems appear. Rebuild cost runs $4,000 to $5,500 at a shop that has the specialized tooling and dealer technical access required to do the job correctly. Many independent transmission shops will not even take 6L80 work because the rebuild requires proprietary information GM does not share freely. The architecture lost this test, not the owner. Disciplined fluid service does not fix TCC shudder. Disciplined fluid service does not fix valve body wear from electronic control modules sitting in heat for the life of the unit. Disciplined fluid service does not fix manufacturing level harness chafing. These are design problems baked in at the factory. That is the contrast point. Now let's look at what peak engineering looks like. Next on the bench, the 4L60E. 4-speed automatic electronic hydraulic control aluminum case used in 1500 series GMC trucks from 1993 through 2013. Direct evolution of the TH700R4, which itself has been in production since 1982. Input torque rating around 360 pound-feet, with most transmission shops recommending sustained reliable use closer to 280 pound-feet for the longest service life. The 4L60E has carried a bad reputation for 20 years. The teardown bench told a different story. We pulled the pan. Trace friction material. Not nothing. This is a 200,000-mile transmission, not a fresh rebuild. But trace levels, well within what a competent transmission shop would call normal. Fluid analysis came back better than the 6L80 sample. Lower friction particle count. Lower copper. The internal components were under less stress. We pulled the torque converter next. The lockup clutch surface was in good condition. No glazing, no heat discoloration pattern. This is the pre-shudder era torque converter design. Different clutch geometry, different fluid pressure logic, different lockup engagement profile than the 6L80. The TCC shudder problem that defines the 6L80 platform does not exist on the 4L60E. Different architecture entirely. The 3/4 clutch pack showed wear. This is the documented wear point on the 4L60E platform. Well understood, well documented, and addressable through a standard rebuild that any transmission shop in America knows how to perform. The wear was there. The pack was still functional. With one more disciplined fluid service interval, this transmission would have continued running for another 50,000 miles before any noticeable degradation in shift quality. The sun shell was intact. The early 4L60E sun shells had a reputation for breakage under high load, and the aftermarket fixed this problem 20 years ago with a heavy-duty steel sun shell that costs about $50 installed. The transmission on our bench had the aftermarket upgrade, and the upgrade had done its job. The pump showed minor wear consistent with 200,000 miles of service, within spec. The valve body showed the hone marks from the factory machining process still visible on the bore surfaces. Less stress, less wear, more life remaining. The internal electronics, what little electronics this transmission has, were intact and functional. No valve body computer to fail. No internal harness chafing because there is no internal harness of the complexity the 6L80 carries. The shift logic in the 4L60E is dumber, simpler, and more durable than anything that replaced it. Verdict on the 4L60E at 200,000 miles, the People's Transmission earns its reputation. Strong second place in this test, holding up under daily light-duty service with the wear patterns of an engine that still has another 100,000 miles of useful life in it. Rebuild cost runs $2,000 to $3,000 when the day eventually comes. That is the cheapest 300,000-mile capable rebuild on the market. If you own a 1500 with a 4L60E and you've been told for 20 years that your transmission is the weak link, the data on the bench says otherwise. The maintenance discipline that gets a 4L60E to 200,000 miles is straightforward enough to do at home. Fluid change every 30,000 to 50,000 miles, not the lifetime fluid myth that GM marketing pushed through the 2000s. There is no such thing as lifetime transmission fluid in a working truck. Dexron 6, filter at every drain. Add an external transmission cooler if you tow anything heavier than a small utility trailer. Skip the extended heavy towing. The transmission was never engineered for it. Comments from this channel document the pattern. 1,500 owners crossing 250,000 and 300,000 miles on original 4L60E units, all with the same maintenance pattern. The 4L60E is not the weak link. The maintenance is. So how does anything beat it? That's where the test gets decisive. If you own a GMC with a 4L60E, a 4L80E, or a 6L80, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. We tear down a different GMC engine, transmission, or system every week. And the next teardown is one your dealer absolutely does not want you to see. Last on the bench, the 4L80E. 4-speed automatic electronic hydraulic control, aluminum case with integrated bell housing, used in HD platform GMC trucks from 1991 through 2013. 2500 series, 3500 series, Suburban 2500, Yukon XL HD. The engine code reads 4L80E. The architecture reads TH400. The TH400 is the commercial truck transmission GM has been building since 1964. School buses, motorhomes, medium-duty delivery trucks. When GM needed an electronic 4-speed for the HD truck platform in 1991, they took the TH400, by then a transmission with a 27-year service record across millions of commercial units, and added electronic control. 75% of the internal parts are interchangeable with the original TH400. The bottom-end durability lineage is the deepest of any GM truck transmission ever built. Input torque capacity rated at 440 pound-feet. Output torque capacity rated at 885 pound-feet. 32 spline output shaft. Everything inside is oversized for what a light-duty truck would ever ask of it. On the bench at 200,000 miles, this transmission looked nearly new. Pan pull first. Less friction material than either of the other two samples. The fluid came out cleaner than the 4L60E fluid did. Fluid analysis confirmed it. Minimal friction particles, copper levels barely above background. The internals had been under almost no stress for the entire service life of the unit. Torque converter inspection. The lockup clutch surface was in excellent condition. Same pre-shudder era design as the 4L60E, but built physically larger, with more clutch surface area, more thermal mass, and more headroom for sustained heavy-duty operation. No glazing, no heat discoloration. The converter looked like it could run another 300,000 miles without complaint. All clutch packs functional with normal wear. Not the elevated wear we saw on the 4L60E 3/4 pack. Normal wear, even after 200,000 miles. The reason is simple. The 4L80E is rated for 440 pound-feet of input torque, and a 5.3 V8 in a 1500 produces around 320 pound-feet. On a 2500 or 3500 HD, the LQ4 or L9660 produces 360 to 380 pound-feet. In every case, the transmission has more torque capacity than the engine can deliver. It never works hard. The valve body showed wear marks barely measurable. Pump within factory tolerance. The output shaft, that 32 spline shaft built to handle commercial trailer loads, showed zero stress signs. The internal hard parts looked like they had been on display rather than in service. The integrated bell housing is the structural detail that separates this transmission from everything else GM has built. The case and the bell housing are one piece. There is no flex between the case and the engine. Flex damages seals, distorts pump alignment, and shortens clutch life over time. The 4L80E eliminates that failure mode by eliminating the joint where flex would occur. Commercial fleet operators document 4L80E transmissions past 500,000 miles, past 600,000, past 700,000 in some delivery fleet records. The truck rusts out before the transmission gives up. The engine sometimes gives up before the transmission gives up. The 4L80E is the only GM transmission with a documented service history that routinely outlasts the chassis it rides in. Plumbing and HVAC contractors specifically buy used HD platform GMC trucks for this reason. A 10-year-old 2500 with 150,000 miles on the chassis still has another 300,000 miles of transmission life ahead of it. Ambulance and emergency vehicle conversions on the HD chassis routinely log 700,000-mile lifetimes on a single original transmission. Construction contractors hauling enclosed trailers for daily site work report the same pattern. The 4L80E does not just survive, it builds careers. Verdict on the 4L80E, the bulletproof HD champion. Won the test by a wide margin, not a narrow one. One on architecture, one on lineage, one on raw mechanical headroom. Rebuild cost when the day eventually comes runs $3,500 to $5,500. The cost per mile is the lowest of any GMC gas truck transmission ever built. So, what does the bench tell us? 3 transmissions, 3 different generations of GM engineering, one decisive winner. The 4L80E wins because it was overbuilt for the work it actually does in a 1500 or even a 2500. The TH400 commercial DNA gives it headroom that no other GMC transmission has. The integrated bell housing eliminates a flex failure mode that costs other transmissions life over time. The pre-shudder era torque converter design eliminates the failure mode that ends the 6L80 by 150,000 miles. The simple hydraulic electronic control eliminates the electronic failure modes that plague modern transmissions with internal valve body computers. The 4L60E finishes a strong second because it shares the architectural advantages with its bigger brother. Same pre-shudder era torque converter design. Same simple hydraulic electronic control. Same absence of internal valve body computers. The only thing it lacks is the HD platform headroom. And for light-duty use, with disciplined fluid service, the headroom does not matter. The 6L80 loses because the architecture introduced failure modes that the 4-speed family never had. TCC shudder is architectural. Valve body computer wear is architectural. Internal harness chafing is architectural. None of these failures respond to better maintenance, and all of them define the platform. The fundamental engineering trade-off is worth understanding. Modern transmissions added gears to chase fuel economy ratings on the EPA cycle. More gears mean more shifts per mile, more clutch engagement events per mile, and more torque converter lockup cycles per mile. Every additional shift is another wear event. Then add the internal valve body computer, which trades mechanical reliability for software flexibility and adds heat-exposed electronics where there used to be simple hydraulic logic. The result is a transmission that earns slightly better EPA numbers and lasts roughly half as long in real-world service. That is the trade GM, made in 2006 when the 6L80 replaced the 4L60E in the 1500 lineup. The Teardown bench shows exactly what that trade looks like at 200,000 miles. Modern does not mean more durable. More gears does not mean more life. The peak GMC light-duty and HD transmission era was 1991 through 2013. Everything since has added complexity without adding longevity. Remember the top? Now you know which transmission grenaded by 200,000 miles and which one earned the crown. Go watch our video on the only 3 GMC transmissions that last 300,000 miles, or the LM7, LQ4, and L86 Teardown. See you in the next one.